Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Have you ever thought about what chemical engineering really is? What chemical engineers do and where do they work? Alright, today you just have to sit back and listen carefully to this video. Firstly, chemical engineering is the branch of engineering that deals with chemical production and the manufacture of products through chemical processes. This includes designing equipment, systems, and processes for refining raw materials and for mixing, compounding, and processing chemicals to make valuable products. In simple words, chemical engineering is the process of changing raw materials into desired product. Secondly, what do chemical engineers do? According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics (BLS), chemical engineers work in a variety of fields. For instance, they may work at a petroleum refinery to turn crude oil into gasoline, at a fertilizer plant to produce ammonium nitrate, or at a personal care product manufacturer to mix dozens of ingredients to produce shampoo or skin lotion. Lastly, chemical engineers may spend time at industrial plants, refineries, and other locations where they monitor or direct operations or solve on-site problems. Engineers often work with huge equipments that can be found at industrial processes such as absorption tower, distillation column, and cooling tower. In this video, we are going to explain in detail on the absorption tower. Absorption tower is a long vertical column used in industry for absorbing gases. The gas is introduced at the bottom of the column and the absorbing liquid, often water, passes in at the top and falls down against the counter current of gas. Can you take a guess on where this absorption tower concept is being applied in our daily life? One of the activity that uses this concept is the making of coffee. Process of making coffee, we would pour hot water onto the coffee that is being put on top of a filter. The concept of gravity will then pour down the water from the filter into our cup. Here, the water that was being poured act as a solvent and the coffee ground in the filter act as a packed column. The filter works as an absorption tower that will filter the mixture of water and coffee ground to produce the desired solution, which is our delicious cup of coffee.
Type and function absorption tower. The main function of the absorption tower is to absorb different types of impurity in gas stream. We can use it in different industries, including processing industry as well as the purification industry. In addition to that, we will also use the absorption towers for distillation purpose, stripping purpose, absorption purpose, as well as extraction purpose. Component of absorption tower. Absorption tower consists of different parts that they use to perform different functions. Here are the main parts of the absorption tower. First is mesh pad. The absorption tower have different types of mesh pad which they use to filter out impurities from different sources. Some of the mesh pad that you will find in absorption tower include the mist elimination and cleaning water mesh pad. Next is the pad bed. The pad bed is responsible for holding all the components that facilitate the absorption from impurities from the flowing fluid. Third is packing support grid. This is a support system that will give extra support to the materials on the pad bed. Next is the integral region. The integral region is responsible for facilitating the process of absorption of impurities from different gas streams. Next is trays. It also has trays that are divided into two major categories, including counterflow and cross-flow trays. They perform different functions depending on the types of tray among them, saving the different types of impurities. And the last part is packing. The packing will assist in bringing the vapor or gas stream and liquid stream into intimate contact. It performs more or less the same function as the tray, but in different capacity and application. Difference between absorption and stripping in absorption tower. Absorption is the process by which a liquid solvent absorbs different species from the flowing gas. On the other hand, stripping is the process of eliminating absorbed solids from a solvent. Here is the table that showing the comparison between absorption and stripping.
The application of the absorption tower can be found in many industrial processes. The most common application of the absorption tower include petroleum industry, food manufacturing industry, and oil and gas industry. One of the most famous applications of absorption tower in industry is process of capturing CO2. Capturing of CO2 is an important part of the solution to reduce greenhouse gas emission. The exhaust gas from the power plant is fed to the end absorption tower with a fluidized solid absorbent. And then it is transported to the regeneration tower, and the carbon dioxide-free flue gas is released to the atmosphere. The solid absorbent coming into the regeneration tower will be further generated, and a high concentration of carbon dioxide is emitted. The next application is on amine sweetening. Amine sweetening is used to remove carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide from the natural gas. It can prepare the gas for further processing. In the absorption process, the amine absorbs CO2 and H2S, while at the stripping, the H2S and CO2 are stripped from the amine and discharged.
How absorption tower works. The working principle of the absorption towers involve the absorption of impurities from a rising gas. Here, you will introduce the gas that you would like to clean through the absorption tower gas inlet at the bottom. As that happens, you will introduce the aerosolized liquids into the system from the top of the absorption tower, and then the gas will begin to flow upwards as the aerosolized fluid flows downwards. Also, the droplets of the aerosolized fluid along with the other absorption tower components facilitate absorption of impurities. The aerosolized fluids will carry the impurities towards the bottom of the absorption tower and through the outlet. The clean air will flow upwards and out of the absorption towers through the clean air outlets, such as in this picture. You must control the flow of the gas and the liquid very carefully to allow the whole process to take place accordingly. Apart from that, you must also control the conditions within the tower, such as the temperature and also the humidity conditions. Next, how to clean an absorption tower. The whole cleaning and maintenance process by shutting down the absorption tower. The first thing is to shutting down the absorption towers, as it will give the workers the ample environment to access all the parts of the absorption towers safely. Second, wear a protective gear, as the absorption tower handles a potentially dangerous fluids. We need to clean all the compartments of the absorption towers and leave them in the right condition. Then, ensure to replace the broken or worn out parts of the absorption tower. What's more, you proceed the lubrication of the moving parts of the absorption tower on a regular basis. It is best to have a schedule where you will conduct routine inspection, cleaning and replacements of parts.
Thank you for watching.